A Georgia DOT bid, a multi-million-dollar bid to mow grass and weeds along Georgia highways, has raised questions of influence peddling.
Well, our Fox 5 I-Team investigation found one company with no mowing experience and twice rejected by the DOT staff ended up with a very lucrative contract.
Well, senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell joins us now with more on the story. Dale?
And Russ, it was a 5-year, $15 million contract here in the Atlanta area. The politically connected Southeast Georgia company was given a chance to bid, even though the staff warned top DOT officials that the inexperienced company would be taking on a dangerous job that had historically caused injuries and deaths. In the hustle and bustle of your daily commute, you may not notice them. On the side of the road, trimming weeds, picking up trash, and mowing grass. But the contract to cut roadside grass for the state DOT has churned up a storm cloud of controversy. How did you go from not being able to bid on this contract to being allowed to bid?
I can't answer that.
Something happened.
I don't know.
Last fall, DOT put its statewide mowing contracts out to bid. 8 companies put in proposals, including Roadside Services, Neal Howard's company, a name with deep political ties in Georgia. The Howard family is very well known in the state of Georgia politically.
Well, I didn't know that.
Neal Howard grew up in Blackshear in southeast Georgia. He's the son of former DNR captain and Pierce County Commission chairman Bobby Howard. His father was best friends with the legendary director of the state parks, George Bagby.
I guess if you look back on it, I guess we are well connected.
Neal Howard has worked with the Georgia DOT for more than 20 years, striping roads, but he had no experience mowing roadsides. The DOT staff gave his company low ratings, in part because of his lack of mowing experience. He wasn't allowed to bid.
When you're out there working in traffic every day for 20 plus years, it's way more difficult and way more serious than mowing a ditch and picking up trash.
Howard asked for a second chance to mow. He put in this new proposal showing he hired someone with roadside mowing experience. But DOT emails show the staff still found Roadside Services had no mowing experience and they did not warrant a passing score. End of story? Not even close. Commissioner McMurray says 3 top DOT managers, including his deputy commissioner Mike Dover, ignored the staff's double denial and let Roadside Services bid on the mowing contract. The DOT says it just wanted to get more companies involved in the process. What happened between no from the staff and yes from the DOT? How did you bridge that gap?
I don't know.
Come on now.
Well, I really don't.
You have to know what happened.
I did reach out to additional people.
So who were those people? Neal Howard says he called his state representative, Chad Nimmer, and he also had a meeting in this legislative office with State Senator Tyler Harper and the DOT commissioner himself, Russell McMurray.
He happened to be in there when I was seeing Tyler Harper, and I told him I was going to be bidding on a lot of new categories, and he said, great.
The commissioner insists that meeting was after his senior staff overruled the double denial and allowed Roadside Services to bid.
When I met with him, there was a meeting to say, hey, here's a guy that's trying to do business with Georgia DOT, and that was the nature of the meeting. So it was sort of the introduction from them to me, and at that point, I believe he was still in the application process.
Commissioner McMurray told us since the state had yet to seek bids from the contractors, he could meet with Neal Howard. But DOT rules clearly state during the process to select qualified companies, those companies are not allowed to communicate with any staff of GDOT, including the commissioner, board members, and legislators.
They all helped me. I mean, they all helped me, not one person. I mean, they all, went to bat for me.
12 days after Neal Howard met with the DOT commissioner, he and 2 other mowing companies that originally weren't qualified were allowed to bid. Howard was the low bidder by some $2 million in the Atlanta area, a deal that didn't turn out so well for taxpayers. According to the state DOT files, Roadside Services had serious problems on the job, so the state decided to pick another company to step in and pick up the contract. That's right. Within 2 months, the DOT kicked Road Services out, saying they failed to meet mowing schedules.
We couldn't finish any amount before he'd make us go back and do little nitpicking things.
That is regrettable that that happened, because basically the taxpayer suffered while the grass grew and the litter was collecting on the roadways, and that was not being taken care of.
Now, Neal Howard filed a protest letter with the DOT. It was rejected. The DOT has the right to suspend or revoke a contractor's qualifications to bid on future projects, and a DOT spokesperson told me that Mr. Howard's case is under review. No final decision yet.
Dale, it just doesn't seem that this was fair to other contractors who were also in that process.
Oh, I don't think it would be. The process is supposed to be without politics. There's rules in place. We quoted some in this story. There's rules in place when the bid process starts. You're not supposed to be involving legislators and the commissioner himself and top staff members. It's supposed to be going through a non-political process. It's great if you have those contacts, but if you're one of the companies that doesn't have those contacts, you're no longer on a level playing field. And that's what we heard, which is what is one of the reasons we looked into this.
Yeah. All right, Dale.
Thanks, Dale.